Hey, I'm Dee Snider. Yeah, you know me, Twisted Sister, Strangeland, House of Hair, that Dee Snider. And you're watching Two Wheel Thunder.
This is Stephanie from Two Wheel Thunder TV. I'm here today at the KOI Cavalcade of Customs, and I'm here with Guy from Junkyard Customs. So, how many bikes do you have here today?
We have about 4 down this year, yeah.
Do you usually have more?
Usually we bring 4 to 6, usually every year.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since '89, been on my own since 2000.
Okay. Oh, where are you located?
We're located in Harrison, Ohio. Just right on the border of going into Indiana.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about the bikes that you brought here today with you.
We've got a few of our bikes here today. We got a 200 tire chopper that we built for Brandon Armstrong from Armstrong's Designs. It's a pretty neat little bike. We got another 200 tire bike that a boy that works for me built, and Scott Williams, real cool little bobber. And then we've been doing a lot of baggers, a lot of baggers. I got my bagger that's painted old school, and we've got Nick Plum's bagger here that's got a 127 built up in it. It's a really cool little bike. We rake them, and the bagger stuff's really kind of where the market's going right now.
Yeah, my name's Scott Williams from Junkyard Customs. This is the new bike that we built. It's kind of like a drag bike, bobber style. I'm really into old drag racing, so I built it after vintage drag racing cars. The rear wheel is actually a car wheel. It's a Halibran, and it has a hub that only 4 were made, prototyped by Halibran, and I was able to get a hold of one of them. And the paint scheme is actually after a 1969 Fiat fuel-altered dragster, the Mondel and Matsubara car, which was a record holder car. And I love the paint scheme, and I wanted to incorporate that in the bike to just complete the theme of the vintage drag racing. And this bike's got a lot of little detail stuff. You got to really look at it. It's got a car oil filter. It has old like cloth wiring that they would have used on old cars probably 50 years ago. The oil tank is a Muniz oil tank, which is what old hot rod guys used to use on the front of their cars. I was just really trying to capture the 50s, 60s drag race scene in a motorcycle, and that's what I tried to accomplish. This is what I came up with.
I'm here today with Steve Schwartz with PPG Products. Why don't you tell us a little bit today about the latest and greatest in paint products?
Well, our custom line is called Vibrance. We have the Radiance, the Candies, all those colors. Some of the bikes we're going to look at today are done in our Vibrance custom color line.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about the bike colors that you have here today, the colors on the bike today?
Well, we have a Harley Davidson Road King over there. It's done in our liquid crystal rattlesnake color. It's a multi-changing color line, 3 or 4 different colors shift that you get transition, and that's on this bike over here. It's called Rattlesnake.
Okay. And how about this one here in front of us?
This V-Rod is done in a Chrysler Viper Orange with checkered square with Deltron metallic checker square and black.
And the final one over here on our right, what's it about?
This is another Road King bike. It's done in ruby slippers in our liquid crystal line, and accented with silver star metallic silver.
Hey, it's Stephanie here from Two Wheel Thunder TV. I'm here at the KOI Cavalcade of Customs, and I'm here with local drag racer Jeff Shively.
Jeff Shively, live in Liberty Township, just north of Cincinnati.
And you've been doing this for how long?
I started out 25 years ago racing a street bike locally here at Edgewater.
And when did you start racing AMA?
Approximately 22 years ago, I went to my first AMA drag bike race up in Muncie, Indiana, and we were hooked with AMA, where we race strictly motorcycles, and we show up on a weekend, and there's anywhere from 500 to 1,000 motorcycles, and we race for 3 days of racing all out through the eastern United States.
And where is the local closest place that anybody around here could see you race?
Approximately 100 miles away in Indianapolis. We start out the season in Valdosta, Georgia, and then we travel to Atlanta, and then we come up to the eastern United States at Atco, New Jersey, Norwalk, Ohio, Indianapolis, Michigan, and then we go back down south going to Memphis, Tennessee, and then finishing up the season at Valdosta, Georgia.
So tell me a little bit about your bike.
This right here, the guy that made he started out building customized choppers, and he was featured on one of the ESPN shows. He built the Yankee chopper for the 9/11 benefit, and his name is Sam Wells out of Iowa, and he built this chassis. And we started out with a stock Hayabusa. We did some modifications to the cases, and we punched it out, and we made it approximately 1,600 cc's. We're pushing over 300 horsepower, and it will climb almost 200 miles an hour in the mid-sevens.
And you've been riding this bike for how long?
This bike here is a 3-year project, and we hope to retire it in 2 years and hang this in a Quaker Steak and Lube restaurant in Florence, Kentucky, a local restaurant, in about 2 years. They just broke ground on it, hopefully next month, and they should open it up in about a year in Florence. The bike in back of us will be retired. It's a Dave Schultz bike that goes in the Coleraine Avenue store hanging up, and our old bike is hanging up in the Milford, Ohio Quaker Steak and Lube restaurant.
Hi, this is Stephanie with Two Wheel Thunder TV. I'm here today at the KLA Cavalcade of Customs. I'm here today with Tim McComb. And why don't you tell me a little bit today about the pinstriping?
We are here today. There's probably about 18 of us here from around the tri-state area that are all volunteering to pinstripe objects, panels, and different things, and then we auction them all off for the Kidney Foundation. All proceeds will go to the Kidney Foundation.
Great. So you're here today. You're going to be, where else are you going to be this year?
The season's going to start, I guess, in April with some of the early motorcycle rallies and everything, and going to try to get out to as many as we can this year. We're hoping for a good busy year and a better economy.
And I heard a little rumor that you did some work for Max.
We did some work for Max, and he's trying to commission me to do a little bit more work on that bike.
Great.
Very patient man.
Yes. Well, thank you so very much for giving us some of your time today. And this is Stephanie again with Two Wheel Thunder TV.
Hey, down here at the Cavalcade of Customs, each year they bring in some fantastic entertainment. And I'll tell you what, these guys here do a fantastic job of not only entertaining us, but just wowing us with the things they do. I'm going to let these guys tell us who they are and tell us a little bit about what they do here. Guys, who are you?
I am Kyle Ives, and I ride dirt bikes. I'm Cody Ives, and I ride in the ball steel. My name's Jed Knox, and I'm the back flipper.
So you guys have done stunts. Well, you guys are still young. I feel like, you're younger than my son. So how old are you guys now?
I am 11 and a half. He's really 14. I'm 16. And I'm the old one of the group. I'm 25.
Man, you're so old, I'm telling you. Now, you guys start out at a young age, and I think that's fantastic. I hope we get more kids starting out. Any recommendations for the guys that want to start or have their kids start or out there?
The only thing I could say to all the little kids is always wear your helmet, be safe, and listen to other riders, and have a fun time, and most of all, be safe and wear your helmet.
Now, you guys hold a record for what?
Well, I'm a Guinness Book World Record holder for doing the ball, because when I was 9 years old, I was in Toronto, Canada, and I was the youngest kid in the world doing it. It was me, my dad, and another guy ride. My mom was staying in the bottom, and I did that for about 2 years. I was doing it then, and Guinness Book came up to me and asked me if I'd be in the book just because I was the only kid ever doing it, and that's how I broke the record doing it, and I'm still in the book today. Yeah, he missed it by like a week. He was going to try and beat it and missed it. He kept popping my tires.
Now the old guy here, we'll call him the old guy, the senior of the group here. Now, your stunts include what?
Pretty much all the basic freestyle tricks, Kiss of Death. Out here it's a little bit smaller, so we have to kind of tone the tricks down a little bit. We're doing knack-knacks and heel clickers, and then at the end of the show we're doing backflips. So it's on the lower level, but then towards the end of the show it blows up and that backflip goes off, the crowd goes crazy, and it's an awesome show, and Cincinnati's getting a real treat by having the Ives brothers and myself come out and be able to do this in such a small arena. So.
You guys, this is a real tight quarters to do this stuff. You guys are used to big, huge arenas, and the ceiling's unlimited. Here you're kind of, it's short.
Well, yeah, it is pretty tight, but we're making the best of what we have, and these guys are putting on a great show.
We're making it work. That's why we're called professionals.
That's right. Hey, it's rough when you see these guys at such a young age and being professional. But hey, guys, thanks for coming to Cincinnati, and thanks for entertaining us here.
Thank you for having us.